Hi Libra, welcome to your month ahead Horoscope for February 2020 with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. If you haven't got your Tribal Tuesday or your Mindset Magic seat, you can do so on the link in the description box below. And also, I am doing an Align with Your Purpose and Activate It session webinar on the 1st of February, the first of the month. If you want to get your seat, you can do so on the link in the description box below. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the month ahead has in store for you, Libra. What is going on with your actions and interactions with the world at large? This month you get... All right, so you've got the Queen of Cups, right? So as an experience, the Queen of Cups is all about finding ways to utilize your emotional energy, or finding ways to balance it out, manipulate it, change it, smooth it, or make it. And the fact that you've got this in your actions and interactions with the world at large, it means that you're ready to address something that has been making you emotional or possibly even compromising you emotionally. Now, the thing about the Queen of Cups, the thing about any of the Cups cards, especially the Royal Court of the Cups, they have so much more strength than they're ever given credit for, right? Because their strength is internal. It's not necessarily overt, not necessarily expressed, and their ability to adapt or to change situations or even transmute energies, right, is the strength, it's the power that they hold. And the fact that this is in your actions and interactions with the world at large, it means that you're ready to address something, and it feels for me like whatever it is that's making you feel emotionally compromised in any way, shape or form, this month you're kind of saying to yourself, you know what, I'm ready to address that, and I'm going to do it in a way that is through grace and poise and all of the, all the Libran ways. But this is about you really ready to approach whatever it is that you feel. For some of you, I kind of feel like this is about something in your past. It could be that you're reconnecting with an old friend. That's the feeling that I get from this more than anything else, which is really interesting. And the fact that you're doing this, it's kind of like, it might be something, I have to say, Libra, that you've held on to for a long time and they might not even be aware of. And I kind of feel like you're ready to say this month, you know what, this has been affecting me for long enough, so now I'm going to do something about it. Now I'm going to change the experience that I'm having by transmuting that emotional energy. Also, if you know a Queen of Cups, so she would be a Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer. If you know somebody of one of those signs or somebody that's got a lot of this energy, you could be choosing to connect or reconnect, as the feeling feels, this month with somebody of that nature. And it really does feel for me like you want reconciliation, but you're in a place now where you're refusing to accept certain types of behavior. So it's kind of like I feel like you might be laying down an ultimatum or something, which is very strange for Libras, because, usually you guys will find a way around it and mediate and all the rest of it. But this month, it feels like a very sort of final sort of push energy. So your money and materials, you've got the Six of Pentacles, right? So this card is actually very Libran ruled. It's got a very Libra energy about it. And your Six of Pentacles, when it comes to money, you could be looking at balancing the books this month. You could really be thinking about where is it that you could make more money? Where is it that you could bring more money into the fold? The Six of Pentacles right next to the Queen of Cups as well. This month you could really be addressing where it is that emotional spending takes place in your life. You could be really looking at this and saying to yourself, right, what situations make me put my hand in my pocket more than any other? And I feel like this is happening on a really deep level on the internal plane, because when you go into this sort of stuff, it changes your blueprint for the long term. It changes your ability to think about things and not make things from, make decisions from an emotional standpoint, but more from one of practicality. Now, I mean, you are a logical sign because you're an air sign, right? But this really feels for me like you're balancing the finances out this month. And it's kind of like you're saying to yourself, you know what, I need to start deciphering what the difference is between want and need in my personal outlook, which is a really good thing, right? For some of you as well, you could be helping a friend or a loved one or a family member get a hold of their finances. It could be that you're helping somebody with financial matters. The fact that this is in your money and materials, though, I really feel like you're ready to get a handle on your emotional spending or your emotional outlook when it comes to money, when it comes to finance. And then finally, it looks like you may very well have some form of assistance coming in, possibly from a Queen of Cups, so a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio, somebody that wants to help you, or somebody that sees a lot of potential in what you stand for or what you're about or what you're even trying to build. And what I love about this is this person seems like they genuinely just want to help. Make sure you see everything in the fine print if it is an agreement of that nature, because remember, Mercury does go retrograde this month around the 9th or the 10th. So in your communication sector, you have the 8 of Wands. So a lot of you, it looks like you're seeking funding for some sort of education, maybe some sort of start to a business, maybe some sort of coaching. It feels for me like a lot of you have decided on a certain path forward, and now you're looking to get the backing for it. Now you're looking to get the funding or the finances in back of this. Your 8 of Wands is a card of massive communications anyway. Emails, text messages, lots of information flying back and forth. And this is in your communication sector, right? So there's going to be a lot of this month. And I really feel like you're drilling things down. Excuse me, you're drilling things down or really looking into, are you getting the best price when it comes to this qualification, when it comes to this mode of study, when it comes to this coaching or anything of that nature. It really feels for me like you've got your eyes or your sights on what you want to learn or what you want to gain, or maybe even who you want to study with or under. And now you're just looking at how you can get the finances in place to make that happen. It's great because it looks like you're really wanting to invest in yourself this month, which is a really important thing to do. So your heart and half sector, you have the Queen of Wands. So it looks like help comes from women this month. So these would be your Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and your Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. These are people that are going to be beneficial to you, people that could really assist you in some way, shape or form in getting ahead. Your Queen of Wands looks like somebody that you're communicating with at a distance. So this could be somebody that's, maybe online, or maybe somebody that is, across the country from you, maybe even internationally. For those of you that are single, the Queen of Wands is asking you to really clearly define what your boundaries look like. And she's basically saying to you, especially if somebody shows up this month that you could be thinking about getting into a relationship with, what you're really asking yourself on a deep level this month is, how does this person really complement me? And ultimately, where do I see us going? The reason I say that is because it feels to me like you might have very different ideas of what the future looks like, and you need to make sure that they're actually compatible. Lots of passion, lots of vibrancy, lots of sensuality, sexuality, all of that stuff is there, which is great. It's a good basis for a start of things, but if that's all there is, you're going to need more than that, right, on a longer term basis. So this is about you really looking at this. For those of you that are partnered, again, with your Queen of Wands, you and your partner could be having a lot of sexy times, right? You could be really connecting on that physical level and bringing it into a practical everyday thing. But because you've got this 8 of Wands here as well, this is about you really communicating to each other what it is that you actually need in terms of those things. What does sensuality look like for you? What does a sensual sexual relationship look like to you? When it comes to familial ties and bonds, Again, it really does look like there's some feisty conversations that may need to be had this month. And it feels for me like, because you're pointing out the obvious. So if somebody gets mad, you've kind of hit the nail on the head. So just keep that in mind. All right, so your weeks of the month. This month you get... The first week of the month, you've got the World card right underneath the Queen of Cups. Whoever she is, she's definitely somebody that can help you. She's definitely somebody that can help you get to that next level. Somebody that can help you reach that next pivot point of success, so to speak. The fact that it comes through the guise of the World card, this person is likely to be either older than you or very, very learned and well respected in their field. And the thing is, this person is really going to push you. They're going to really ask you to think outside of your own proverbial box, but I feel like it's a really great energy for you. I don't know why, I just get this sense that whoever this person is, they're going to help you in some way, and it's in a really good way. Your second week of the month, you've got the Fool card underneath the Six of Pentacles. This is really saying to you, where is it that it's foolish to assume responsibility for what somebody else does, has, or wants to do with their resources? This could really see you working at cross purposes by spending your inner energy or mental energy where it just isn't going to be appreciated or observed in the way that it needs to. The fact that you got the Fool card underneath the Six of Pentacles as well, when it comes to your own finances, this is really asking you to pay attention to what you do with your own resources, and more importantly, how can you bring new diverse ways of building that stash pot up. Interestingly enough, now that I see the Fool card with your Six of Pentacles, I don't know why, but I feel like this is about your savings. I feel like you might have dipped into them once before to help somebody, and this person has seen that and been like, oh, okay, so, you know, if any time I get into trouble, this person can help bail me out. And this month you're kind of putting a stop to that and saying, no, sorry, I've kind of eaten too far into whatever I've got put away, and you're just kind of calling it out and saying no, which is not a bad thing at all. For your third week of the month, you've got the Justice card. So it really does look like there's a contract, there's a package, there's some sort of deal, contract or sign up that you're signing up for. The fact that you've got the Justice card here as well, especially the fact that you've got that Six of Pentacles, because the Justice card is you, right? It's the card for Libra. And this does feel for me like you're making the decision to move ahead with some sort of coaching, some sort of studies, academia, a qualification of some sort, something that's going to get you to that next level. It's going to be a mixed bag when it comes to people this month, so you're going to have to be really selective. You know, Libra is the scales and the balance where you weigh things up. You're going to have to figure out who are the Jekylls and who are the Hydes this month. That's really kind of where you're at. I think that's the biggest overarching energy that's coming through. And then you've got the Temperance card underneath the Queen of Wands. So your Queen of Wands is very likely to be a Sagittarius more than any other sign. Temperance represents the sign of Sagittarius. Queen of Wands, fire sign woman. Whoever she is, right, she is fun, feisty, vibrant, but also somebody that has a really good understanding of the mysteries. These are the sort of people that you want to interact with this month. And also, on top of that, you've got this Queen of Cups who is likely to be older. So that's another interesting one as well. And also, what I was saying earlier about mediating or being in the middle or putting down an ultimatum, it could very well be this month that you are playing piggy in the middle between two women in some way, shape or form. So just keep that in mind. All right, so your key to the month is the World card. Double hit of the World card energy. You really are ready for the next level, and I feel like whatever it is that you're choosing to do, whatever it is that you're choosing to study, it really is just the next step. It's it's kind of like the foundation or the springboard that's going to get you to that next level. It's that last sort of crowning piece, the cherry on the cake, so to speak. Your key to the month is really to embrace your own mastery and to understand that you've already done the work that you need to. Now you just need to ascend and step onto the next throne, so to speak. And then finally, your leap year message for the 29th of February is the Hermit card. Your own inner wisdom is trying to take you in a specific direction. It's trying to take you in a new direction by helping you understand where you've already been. And now you're moving into this brand new energy, which is actually quite amazing. I really love this because it suggests to me that you're now ready to start trusting yourself more than ever. That's powerful. That's the place that you really do want to be. All right. So I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.